a no shoes policy.
No shoes policy. So I have to put on some slippers because we like to keep it clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 5-star luxurious prisons.
What we're trying to do here is run a society which is as normal as possible.
For this list, we'll be looking at prisons from around the world with features and amenities that make them more appealing than many people's homes. Do any of these prisons seem unjustly included? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Cebu Provincial Detention and Rehabilitation Center, the Philippines.
Welcome to the new Cebu Provincial Detention and Rehabilitation Center, the home of the world famous dancing inmates.
The Philippines has a reputation for harsh and inhumane treatment of suspected and convicted criminals. Its former president, Rodrigo Duterte, instituted death squads and extrajudicial killings in his war on drugs. But Cebu Prison has made a splash in recent years. The facility has created a world-famous rehabilitation program for its inmates where they participate in heavily choreographed song and dance numbers reminiscent of flash mobs.
Much of the prisoners' daily routine is taken up with dance rehearsals, where they practice complex new routines.
Their performances are sometimes broadcast on Filipino television and have gone viral in the past. In fact, their popularity has turned Cebu inmates into local celebrities.
Quite remarkably, for a maximum security prison, there's not a trace of animosity, but instead a feeling of genuine happiness.
Number 9. Otago Corrections Facility, New Zealand.
Welcome to ICF.
To be honest, it's not quite what I expected, aside from security.
The Otago Corrections Facility is geared toward making inmates valuable members of society upon release. The campus of 27 buildings cost $176 million to build in the mid-2000s. Despite being incredibly secure, the prison has spacious facilities and rooms are comfortable and personalized. While some have bunks, others are single occupancy. The centerpiece of the prison is its education program, which allows inmates to learn new skills.
Nearly 40% of the men have prison jobs. While Jacob heads to horticulture, Carlos is off to the kitchen.
They can also undergo drug and alcohol therapy. However, when a photo of a prison cell went viral in 2018, acting prison director Mike Howson responded that many of the so-called perks are standard in New Zealand, where the penal system generally emphasizes rehabilitation and reintegration.
You treat them like human beings, because,
Yeah.
you know, they've all made a mistake to get in here, so I'm not here to judge them.
Number 8. Pawndock Bamboo Prison, Indonesia. While some prisons have rehabilitation programs that elevate their conditions, others favor a select few for a price. Pawndock Bamboo Prison is a women's prison located in the Indonesian capital, Jakarta. In 2010, it was revealed that wealthy inmates were able to purchase various conveniences.
This is a 64 square meter cell of a businesswoman, shown on Indonesian television.
They could also buy access to large televisions, karaoke machines, suites with private bathrooms, nail salons, maid service, and spa treatments. An official at the Justice Ministry promised investigations. However, it's apparently a public secret that the rich and powerful receive far better treatment.
Prison directors rely on the money from rich convicts because the government is not doing anything to improve conditions in overcrowded prisons.
Meanwhile, most prisoners in Indonesia sleep in large groups on concrete floors. Number 7. Tuna Prison, Sweden. The focus on rehabilitation in Swedish prison systems has been linked to low rates of recidivism. In fact, prisoner numbers are falling and prisons are closing.
Part of our explicit task is to work intensively with our inmates and clients from day one.
Despite being a maximum security prison, Tuna Prison is a prime example of a rehabilitation-focused facility. The prison houses its population in individual private cells with comfortable beds and attached bathrooms. They're encouraged to cook their own meals in open kitchens and have access to a well-furnished gym and rec room. While incarcerated, they can take university and apprentice courses to help them find employment once released. In 2019, Tuna won a Public Projects Award for sustainability as the prison is focused on becoming eco-friendly.
If you should compare to other prisons in other countries, I think we're quite ahead of them.
Number 6. JVCF Bootle Prison, Germany. Some European prisons are so progressive that they've been criticized for treating prisoners too well. In Hamburg, Germany, JVCF's Bootle prison has been the recipient of many such critiques. Once the site of a concentration camp during World War II, it's now one of the most comfortable facilities in Europe. The cells are large, with many containing both comfortable beds and sofas. Inmates have their own individual toilets and showers and can use premium laundry facilities, a business center, and long-distance phones. Long-term prisoners get the benefit of their sentences getting broken up by semi-frequent redecorations of their floors. Number 5. Seandelone Prison, Switzerland. Built in 1977, the Seandelone Prison was only ever meant to house 276 prisoners. It eventually became overcrowded, and in 2011, the prison was renovated to increase capacity to 398. Prisoners are generally housed 3 to a cell, but the cells are relatively large and furnished with individual bathrooms. Seandelone prefers that inmates utilize their vast outdoor facilities for recreation. The prison is geared towards rehabilitation with a network of legal and medical professionals to provide support. Inmates are encouraged to maintain familial relationships and bolster each other. Number 4. Aaronus Prison, Spain. At Aaronus Prison, the focus is on family. Authorities in Spain recognize that it's important for new parents to maintain contact with babies and toddlers in their formative years. Aaronus has 36 units specifically designed to house prisoners with new families. Infants up until age 3 are allowed to stay at the facility with their parents.
The children attend nursery, and because of the design, they wouldn't even know they were in a prison. The cells are decked out with Disney stuff, and there's a crib in each one.
It might not be an ideal situation, but some argue it's better than separation. There are cribs as well as a child's playroom and nursery school. The prison even has a supermarket staffed by inmates for healthy meals. Being allowed to parent a child in their infancy gives inmates motivation to reform and return to society.
Officials say you don't want to split up new families. The men or women might have committed a crime, but the government doesn't want to destroy the family.
Number 3. Justice Center Leoben, Austria. The Justice Center in Leoben, Austria is both a jail and a courthouse. One inscription on the side of the facility reads, "All persons deprived of their liberty shall be treated with humanity and with respect for the inherent dignity of the human person." The Justice Center lives up to its own hype and is frequently compared to a 5-star luxury hotel. Only non-violent criminals take up residence at the facility. Every private cell is furnished like a studio apartment with a television, kitchenette, and bathroom. The center has recreational facilities galore, including an outdoor gym and even a spa. Number 2. HMP Addiewell, Scotland. The Scottish Prison Service describes HMP Addiewell as a learning prison. Opened in 2008, Addiewell gears its teaching programs as a way to prevent recidivism. Inmates take skill-building classes and workshops for 40 hours a week. The prison uses a peer support model, selecting the most successful prisoners to mentor other inmates. Cells have their own toilets and showers, and a family-friendly visitor center provides emotional support to the families of inmates. That being said, as with most prisons, Addiewell isn't without its problems. Recent reports have criticized the facility for understaffing, abuse, and long wait times for healthcare services. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Bostoy Prison, Norway.
There's a no shoes policy.
No shoes policy, so I have to put on some slippers because we like to keep it clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Norway is home to some of the most comfortable prisons in the world. Pawndock Prison, for example, emphasizes humane treatment, giving inmates comfortable rooms with televisions, video games, and a music recording studio.
Do you feel like this is prison?
Your freedom is taken from you, you cannot go to the store, you cannot see your children when you want. Of course, I'm still in prison.
But Bostoy Prison truly takes the cake. Bostoy is located on a small island, just under 50 miles from Oslo. There are just 115 prisoners, some of whom are murderers and the worst of the worst.
I can't help but notice that right behind you are a whole bunch of very sharp knives.
Yeah. Yes.
Nobody here is worried about that, or?
No.
Should I be worried about that?
No.
Still, the reform-minded prison has inmates living in cabins with access to activities like fishing, skiing, tennis courts, and horseback riding. Prisoners work on high-end farms or take skills classes. At a glance, an observer would never guess that Bostoy was a prison.
I think in general what we're trying to do here is run a society which is as normal as possible, because we want to teach them how to be good neighbors when they're released. It's all about this creating good neighbors.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.